Want my latest market insights? My latest report, Uranium Trend is en fuego, is now available. Scan this QR code or click on the link in the description. Jose wants to short SoFi. Well, you've got your definitely lower high with a big bearish engulfing, and you've got a lower high. So you definitely want to make sure you stay inside this 2863. You're also starting to get wobbly again. You just need to break that trend line for real magic to happen. Let's see how the rest are doing in consumer lending. Carvana has pushed right into that 360, 350, so it needs to get rejected soon, or 50% of that move. So this is literally right now 50% of that move. How are regionals doing? Ooh, regionals are not doing well. That's all part of that. Look at hot fire flames, Jose. So regionals are rolling over. That's very front and center consumer lending weakness, even if the majors reported astounding results. Look at this bounce, and then it's rolling over again. Look at that beautiful top, big, huge expansion. I want out, bounced on earnings, and now it's starting to roll over again. So if XLF is weak, then very clear regionals are weak. You've got a higher probability that your wildcatting banks are going to be starting to get pinched. Here's another one, SYF, which is through earnings, and it bounced on the 100-day, and you're making the same type of play where it's having a really hard time getting back above the 10-week. I'm just going through the list randomly to see if any of them look strong. It's harder with the KKRs of the world because basically they are huge and they're on some support levels. You've got some weakening in Capital One Financial after breaking down. So these look like bear market rallies, honestly, the whole lot of it. Okay, Apollo, mortgage origination just sitting on the 200. Affirm is sitting on the 100-day, looks very weak. Blackstone bounce on a 200. Yeah, the whole sector's weak today, so not a lot of bounce in any of these. You had it yesterday off the 200. You had it yesterday and the day before off the 200. And now they're hitting resistance, which is the 10-week, and getting pushed back. Your Citibank just needs to break that 99 again. But Carvana is definitely the bully of the group. Very, very resistant to rolling over. I would feel more comfortable if it obviously comes back in and breaks that 10-week, then I'm really comfortable. And specifically this 25 handle, it's already hit once, made a lower high, looks weak to me. But it's definitely, like you said, a fan favorite. Whoa, Jeffries is a little different matter. This has some exposure to the auto bankruptcies of late. So does USB, but I mean, there are banks and private equity firms and asset management firms that have exposure to the auto lending and consumer lending space. All right, VVIX is getting busy again. So I think my thesis of getting soft Friday again might be good for those who like to play that. I see Friday being weak. And this is just because volatility is staying pretty bid, hasn't impaled itself yet. I don't see any breadth expansion, continued selling. This is a nice V shape. We got it back up here with the markets. I mean, we're right here back up here. It looks like nothing. Options expiration tomorrow can introduce some dealer shenanigans, and high yield credit spreads are widening because of poor quality. And you can see it in banks, regional banks. You can see it in Jeffries. You can see it in consumer lending stocks. So watching to see where we're gonna go into Friday, but I would say some weakening into Friday looks like a good probability.
Join Club today to engage with Samantha and her team of 10 experts. Scan this QR code or click the link in the description. Subscribe to LaDuc Trading YouTube channel for more live trading room recap videos and other content.